So first we have a segregation now. We have a docs and a developer docs drop down. We have the Lava API, the Lava Flutter docs, and the Lava admin, which will be coming soon, would be linked here. So there is a segregation here. Other than that, we have the Lava Dart documentations prepared. The initiation is left, but other than that, the Lava Dart docs are working. And we also have a auto sidebar here to generate the documentation folders as they update. So this is a video demo of that. Here we are into the Lava Dart documentation. You can see that the design consistency is there now. It won't be redirected to some other folder file or exterior website. This is the auto side nav, which will keep updating as the documentation updates. So we don't have to create it over and over again.
Okay, so Nitya, just before you go, so at this time, I'm assuming that this is the Tallow app
Yeah.
documentation, right? And I'm seeing in the top left, right beneath the Tallow icon, you have Tallow app. And so is it possible for just that topmost entry to be a different color or something so that people know that they're looking at the Tallow? It makes it more evident that they're looking at the Tallow app documentation?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Right. I think that would be useful so that the navigation would be a little easier for them. But I'm glad to see that that this is auto created. That it's looking smoother and smoother. The way that the Tallow Docs website has been improving over the last, well, I guess 18 months has really been good too. So thank you for doing this work. Okay, please go ahead with the rest.
Yeah. Also, we have the dark mode functionality available. I've fixed all of those file errors that were there with the images, so we can go ahead with it if it gets a go on it. Also, these are the files that are coming from the automation documentation. So this was previously. I'll just rewind it. So as you can see, this is the Lava app documentation. So this is all adjusted well to all of those incoming files. It would not be causing any breaking problems. Also, this YouTube icon would have to be adjusted for the dark documentation of dark mode. But other than that, we can safely have a dark mode here.
All right. So if somebody has set their web browser to be dark mode, would this website automatically detect it and go into dark mode if we had that feature, or do they have to always click on the dark mode icon?
I'll have to create another code base for that, but once you click on the sun icon here and change it to dark mode, it will be stored in a cookie form, so you won't have to change it over and over again.
Okay. Yeah, because I know some websites will automatically detect it from the browser settings as well, which is why I was
Yeah,
asking.
that can be added.
Would that be a difficult thing to add if we were going to go with dark mode?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, thanks. All right. Anything more?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I just summarized this, but I'll read through it again. So SVGs or images with transparent backgrounds have been utilized here, and the dark mode theme is designed to work seamlessly with document automation workflows. So that implies automatically to the Talava admin, which is not done right now, but it would be a smooth takeover. Other than that, I added a few of the getting started documentation. So as you can see here, in this comprehensive guide, we have the Lava apps configuration as well as getting started with the Lava admin. So the users know all of these functionalities that the apps come with. This was the Lava API workflow, and we have successfully we are successfully live with the Lava API documentation. So if you go to the website, and this is the live website, we have the Lava API, and this is all the documentation that is coming through automation workflows. So the designing and the implementation and everything here is completely done. We can jump well along these links as well.
How are you handling the schema um, stuff? Because I know that we're automatically exporting the API schema, and I think it's going to one of the subdirectories. Is that is that schema documentation? Where's that schema documentation visible? Is that for?
The schema documentation right now is accessible through the docs file, but it can be transferred to the developer docs. Also, the schema files would be rewritten by Kanish. So at the documentation process would start after that.
All right, yeah, it would be good for us to move the schema over to the developer docs because
Okay.
docs is really for the admins for the most part, and maybe I think we have some things related to requirements, which I think some administrators would be interested in what reading, just like the developers, but the schema not so much. So if you could do that, that'd be very helpful.
I'll work on it then.
Okay, thank you.
These are a few of the next steps, and as I mentioned, the YouTube icon needs to be adjusted for the dark mode. Other than that, we would be redesigning the footer so that it matches with the um, nav bar, as well as helps to increase the branding colors, the green and the yellows. But we would be going for green because that is a better color. The Lava admin documentation would start soon, and we will be creating a workflow for that as well. Other than that, there's also a tweak in the automatic sidebar. So we would be having a ellipsis and a arrow there for smooth overflow of that. This is all. Thank
Oh,
you.
all right, thank you very much. Does anybody else have any questions? Nope. Thank you very much, Nitya. That's really encouraging.